Welcome back to HQ Spotlight. Taking a look at the highest paid NFL quarterbacks. There's been a lot of money handed out this summer. Jordan Love joining the $55 million club. Jared Goff even on the list. But you know who's not there? Quarterback Dak Prescott. He's currently on the last year of an airtight contract that will make him a free agent at the end of this season, but also give him the choice of his next team. And right now that choice is becoming clearer and clearer by the day. Jerry Jones has spoken numerous times about working out a deal yesterday, saying, quote, Dak's situation right now for my mirror has more to do with our situation than it does the merits of Dak Prescott being the quarterback of the Cowboys. And when you hear Dak's response, I'll let you decide how things are going.
Well, the natural question is, CD got paid, are you next?
Not really sure. Not my focus anymore, to be honest with you. Told you guys that really, can't say ever was really my focus. It's about making myself and this team better, getting us in the best position and the most confident to go up to Cleveland and start the season off with a win.
Have you instructed with Todd, or do you want to shut him down when the season starts?
No, I mean that's up to Todd and those guys. Once again, I'm not going to be a part of them here as the season starts. And they've been going obviously heavily through Todd and Steven both. So yeah, it's just all part of it. As I said, my job and my focus now is control what I can. And as I said, well back in camp, it's two parts of this. Both sides have to come to the agreement.
You don't need a deal done before the season?
I don't need no.
Would you like it done before the season?
I think it says a lot if it is or if it isn't. But however, doesn't really matter to me, to be honest with you.
What does it say if it isn't?
Just how people feel.
Okay, so there's that. So again, highest paid quarterbacks. We could see Dak join this list eventually, but the question is it going to be with the Cowboys? Is it going to be somewhere else? So to answer all those questions, we bring in our Cowboys reporter, Garrett Podell. All right, Garrett, obviously there's been a lot of conversation. He said, she said stuff happening in Dallas, but the reality is Jerry and Dak are clearly not on the same page here when it comes to that contract. So what more can you tell us about what's going on in Dallas?
Yeah, Haley, I think these last 3 days have been very illuminating because if we go back to Tuesday, right, that's when I spoke with CeeDee Lamb about him signing his 4-year, $136 million contract. CeeDee made it sound like everyone was on the same page. CeeDee said, Dak wants to be here. Jerry wants Dak here. So let's get together, kill the drama, and let's go win. That's what CeeDee said on Tuesday about Dak's contract. So then Wednesday, talk to Jerry Jones. That's when he said the quote you mentioned a little earlier about these negotiations aren't about the merits of Dak Prescott as the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback, and rather about their team's salary cap situation. And when I relayed that quote to Dak yesterday, he looked me right in the eyes and said, well, man, to be honest with you, I really stopped listening to what Jerry said to the media a long time ago. It doesn't hold any weight with me. And Dak's been pretty diplomatic this whole time throughout the negotiations when told of Jerry's unique remarks. But this time he didn't hold back. So I think that kind of revealed a lot that Dak's patience may be wearing a little bit thin. He probably thought, as many, that his deal would get done shortly with urgency after CD got signed and his holdout ended. But it seems like Jerry still wants to take his time and slow play it, which with just under 2 weeks to go before week 1 against the Cleveland Browns, I think the closer it gets, as Dak mentioned, it's going to be tougher and tougher to get it done because he said he doesn't need it done. But if it doesn't get done before the start of the season, it's going to say a lot about how people feel in this building about Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and, you know, we kind of got a glimpse of the frustrations that Dak is feeling. I've been in those scrums before, so you can almost feel the energy there coming from Dak. But, you know, kind of just give us more of an outlook on Dak's mentality. Obviously, this is something he wants to get done. He's talked about wanting to stay in Dallas. But as he alluded to in that soundbite there, he's not afraid to go somewhere else.
No, he's not. And you mentioned that out in Oxnard at training camp that other great quarterbacks have finished their careers in other places. So he's kind of laid the groundwork for, you know, that being a possibility. And prior to yesterday, I didn't really believe that he was truly all that serious about it and that it was just posturing. But the true irritation he showed when discussing Jerry's remarks yesterday, I think made me believe that he genuinely is considering and processing the potential of being somewhere else in 2025. But ultimately, Dak's mindset is, look, I'm blessed to be here. And he can have that mindset because he knows if he gets to unrestricted free agency in 2025, he's walking into a market that saw Kirk Cousins at age 36, 5 years older than Dak, get $180 million for 100 guaranteed, coming off a torn Achilles. So Dak's 5 years younger. He just led the NFL in touchdown passes, the best pass rating of his career, which was the second best in pro football last year. And by the way, the Cowboys won 12 games for the third time in a row. First time they've done that since the 90s glory years, and they scored the most points in football. So Dak knows if this deal doesn't get done, someone else will pay him, which is why he said you've got to embrace and love the opportunity to go out and prove that this Cowboys team can get it done in 2024, because he knows the bag's waiting for him in 2025.